We're all collaborators and creators, and we just haven't figured out how we may collaborate together yet. But there's always the potential no matter what we do. I learned and understood what recurring subscription revenue was all about and the exits of a business like that, and realized that that was way bigger potential than houses. So I started Investor PO. Some of you may have heard of. I started Property List Manager with a partner and created software that basically was what I built into my own business that allowed me to remove a bunch of VAs and other things that were manually being done but absolutely needed to be done. And we automated it and we completely leveraged technology. And then we built it in a way that everyone could benefit from that from a real estate perspective. Number one, I'm not a writer, so that was part of it. But it took pre-merger, I started writing this book because I was at an event and I realized I had all these struggles and things that I went through, and kind of like Forbes Riley nailed it, right? Which was, we don't tell our authentic self. We don't want to tell people the shameful stories and problems we went through. And I recognized that I was in an event and we sold really well, but I was like, man, I really want to share my story, but the last time I tried to was at a closed door event for our members only, and a 30-minute presentation turned into a 3-hour crying session on stage, and I don't ever want to do that again. That's a new marriage and a whole new set of things you got to walk through and structure and communicate and re-communicate and over-communicate, and so the book got put on the side. I do think that's on purpose because it got completely restructured. Originally, the book was designed as a lead magnet. I just wanted to get it out there, tell people my story, here's how I ended up in real estate, come do that, I'll give the book away for free. What turned around is we completely restructured, and I was able to look through that and through the merger and other things that occurred and realized, man, there's like rules that happened in here. Now I have emotional stories that tie to all of what I've now can look back and say, this happened because that happened, this happened and opened that door, and I would have never seen that before. So now the book is structured to help you realize you have that in your life too. And you may not be aware that that's happening right now, but I believe that we're all one in some level and shape and form. And so that's where the who am I am you. I think we're all more alike than we like to believe, and we have more commonality. The reason we don't see or feel that is because we're all ashamed, afraid of whatever about sharing our stories, and yet we all have a common story once it comes out. And there's actually nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be fearful of, nothing to be guilty of.